Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Danes and Dragons. As it is obvious, we are once again a little few. Urak is joining us later, I think. I hope. He did say he did. But beyond from that, we are just going to jump right into it. So, last time we left off, a group of heroes on a hunt for their missing items boarded a ship sailing north to Iron Ridge. On the ship they were ambushed by a group of fishmen, which they handily took care of. These fishmen were searching for something called the Banes. After the players handily took care of it, they arrived in the city of Iron Ridge, the second furthest northern city of Ashon. There they joined a group. They journeyed out to find a contact by the name of Devon. I forgot something. There we go.
Ooh.
From there, you've got the information that Devon was not in town, but out on a hunt. And a neighbor told you that he was hunting something in the northern hills outside of Iron Ridge. Following the tracks, you found your way out into the hilly, mountainous regions of northern Ashon, whereupon you came upon a cave, got attacked by a couple of trolls, and once again handily dealt with the attackers. From there, you turned around, traveled in the opposite direction, came upon an Urak, a bull-like creature. And Eterèmont looked up as all of you heard the sound of beating wings. So, but before all that, we are going to roll back time a little bit, and I want Victor and Epos to do me a quick favor and mute yourself, as I'm going to have a short conversation with Icarus alone. And also make sure you cannot hear what we are saying, Epos. So, Icarus.
Yes.
Just gonna change the music again. There we go. So, you have left the others as they went about to gather information about Devon Gross. You had your own little business to take care of. Your master
Yes.
is in the city. Her home is, at the very least. And you decided to pay her a little bit of a visit. So you walk the streets, making sure that you don't follow the typical paths walked by common folk, and make your way to her house. Excuse me. On the very edge of the western wall. On the inside, of course. It's a small home. Commonly simple. You know that the door is usually unlocked. And you walk in. Inside you find it's empty. But you know the house itself is mostly a front for the real thing below. You pull the usual candelabra, is it called? The thing on the walls with candles on it. You pull that and the bookshelf opens up and reveals a stair that leads downward into the basement. There you hear clanking about, the sound of someone pulling things, putting things away. And there, standing in the middle of the room, wearing her dark leather armor. Excuse me a second. There we go. Her somewhat darkened leather armor, hand crossbow already swung to her back on a backpack. Her long sword also on her back. 2 short swords in the belt. In the midst of putting a dagger into her boot. Several potions being tossed into her bag on the side. She has pale skin. Almost deep grey eyes. And some almost like war paint around the eyes. In a blue color. Her hair is swept to the side. Relatively short for a woman. And a couple of silvery earrings in each ear. There she is. The master. Again, the name eludes me.
Corrine.
Yeah, Corrine.
Corrine.
Yeah. She, without turning to you, just says, "So you're here, Icarus. Somehow I expected that it would be a while before you would arrive. What do you want?"
Are you going somewhere?
You know the hunt never ends. And I have new leads.
Yeah.
You're not...
So did I.
You're not entirely sure what hunt she's talking about. She never really speaks of her own private hunt. But yeah, she essentially she now turns to you and says, "So to what do I owe the pleasure? I mean, you don't usually visit unless there's something I can do for you."
I tried to send out the paper bird.
Yes.
I tried to send it out to Wilcox. But it burst into flames when it started flying.
She looks at you as you say that and goes, "There is only 2 possible explanations to that. One, he is not on this plane of existence, which means he has either walked through some kind of open planar door, or was pulled through it. Or the other explanation, which is the much more possible explanation, is that he's dead. Though the other one is also pretty possible."
We go places.
You do, but I must admit, I hardly doubt that you found your way through the void, through the astral sea, to make your way to another plane of existence. What is it you were hunting? Was it the witch?
It was the witch, yeah. And we went into the forest. What's the forest called again? Sorry.
The Distant Wilds.
The Distant Wilds.
You did?
We were only at the brim of it. I don't think we went too deep into the forest. But yeah, she called upon us, and we stepped right into her trap. But I think we found her, or at least one of her homes. And I take out the book from her lair.
She looks at it, and essentially almost without making a grimace, just looks at it. "Have you read it?"
I've skimmed it.
What does it say?
It had some ingredients, or some... What was it? It was shaping a body, right?
Something about essentially something about creating something from body parts.
Yeah. So it seems like she's shaping some kind of new body, or at least some kind of body.
Sounds like the creation of a flesh golem, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But that
sounds terrible.
That seems quite below the Witch of the Distant Wilds to create a flesh golem.
But she also... And Icarus will just look away for a moment.
Mhm.
Try to bite his lip to not, like, show too much feeling.
Mm-hmm.
She called upon my sister's eyes.
Did she
You
not?
know the story.
I do. You have told me.
I have a feeling that she might be trying to make some new body for herself. Do they grow, like, very old? Do they die of age? Or are they immortal?
If the Witch of the Distant Wilds is what I think it is, then she will most likely live forever. Unless someone or something kills her. A Fae doesn't die. Not of age. Time is irrelevant to them.
She could be sick then.
It's possible.
It's all theories. I mean, a flesh golem could also be a...
Well, a flesh golem is usually a construct, a creature that does not really have a mind of its own, per se. And if she truly was using creating something that a soul could go into, why not something stronger? Especially if she's using construction, why not make like an iron golem or a stone golem? Why flesh?
Seems oddly specific to go for pretty eyes.
Well, that sounds macabre.
For a golem.
It does. Well, I still don't understand. When did you get separated from Wilcox, and when was this?
Well, we separated a little time ago to try to find clues. So we were all separated. I found another group who wanted to venture into the wilds.
Oh.
I have no idea where Grum is, but Wilcox is not to be contacted. Please.
Not. Well, I shall keep my my eyes and ear out at least as I'm traveling. It's a bit of a travel, you see. I won't return for quite a while. So, look, if you need anything from the armory, take it. Of course, make sure that you put in a little bit of money to the order.
I will.
You know how it is. Just as long as you cover the expense of creating it, you can take it.
I will. Good hunt.
You as well. You as well. And she hoists up the bag completely to her back and starts heading towards the back wall, away from the stairs you came down from. As she puts her hand on one of the stones and pushes inward, and the wall essentially goes like this into itself, just and a tunnel opens.
Yeah.
Remember, if you ever need to get into the city undetected, you know the way. And she walks out. And after about 30 seconds, the door just closes again.
I'll go look for some potions.
You find
Healing potions.
3 small ones.
Okay.
And you know that the cost of crafting those is 25 gold.
Each?
Each.
Okay. I'll take all 3.
You take all 3 and you put in 75 gold in a chest on a table in the back of the room, essentially.
They're minor. They're minor healing potions.
Yeah, they are the minor healing potions, the 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Good. Is there anything else you wanna do while you're there, or do you want to just jump straight back to the story then?
I kind of want to know what she's hunting, but
You're not entirely sure, but you can definitely take a look around and see if there's something that can lead you on a trail. Or at least to have an idea of what it could be.
I'll take a quick look around.
Yeah.
In her desk. If there's any
Yes.
papers.
Well, first and foremost, you go to the desk and try to open one of the drawers, and it's locked. You know that you know that she is a very private person, so there are things that she keeps locked away, even from you and the others.
Fine.
There is also a quick thing I forgot to mention. You also noticed on her left arm, strapped to it, is the mouthless, noseless mask that she always carries. This full face mask with eye holes, made from some kind of dark wood that you've never seen before. That depicts. Essentially, the one side depicts a wry smile with mischievous eyes, and the other one shows a more dark smile, something a bit more malicious. You know, this is the mask of the Face Slayer.
The Face Slayer.
Yeah, the Fae.
The Face Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you, what do you want to do?
I think I just go back to the others.
Okay, you do look at one of the books that is put on the table. It's not that she puts everything that she's keeping private down in that drawer per se, but there is a couple of books lying on the table. Most of those are in potion making. You know she is quite adept at making potions, which is the reason why you can buy them relatively cheap. And you know they work.
Yeah.
There is also a few things about monster parts being able to be used in different kinds of mutagens and potions. As you know, she keeps her own notes on experiments that she has done. There's also another book that you actually don't recognize.
Yes.
Do you
I want to open it.
You can open it. What languages does Icarus know?
Common, Halfling, Sylvan, or Infernal.
Then you can read this. It is an Infernal.
God.
It is a book of fiends and fiends' strengths and weaknesses. It speaks of everything from devils, demons, a type of creatures don't know the name of right now. I think they're called Yugolovs, which is these like fiends that take on these animalistic looks. Mostly creatures of the lower planes. There's nothing that indicates that she has been reading one specific passage more than any other. It's just a book of fiends.
Okay. I will have that in mind.
Okay.
When meeting stuff.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, I don't have any more money, so I can't browse the armory for anything else. I can't take anything else, at least.
I mean,
So I think I'm...
yeah, I mean, you can always take something if you get in trouble. That's another thing entirely. But you do
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I was about to say you do know that the best things have almost 100% with almost 100% certainty already been taken. Because
Yeah.
she has a tendency to take the best things for herself. Which makes sense.
Get my own stuff.
Indeed, you get your own stuff. Anyway, so you return to the others?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Indeed, welcome back. Epos, are you with us?
Yeah.
Goody. So, let me just change the music again. For something that makes a little bit more sense. Here we go. So,
Right.
you have essentially watched this Urak, and at the moment you see Eterèmont is looking up, and you see a shift in Eterèmont's face. It goes from a looking out to a look of sheer fear as he turns and goes, "Hide!" and turns invisible.
Okay. So I'm like, what is this elf on about?
You all hear the sound of
Huh. That
that's-
sounds strange.
that then stops.
Stopped.
It stops.
I want to look around and see if I can spot whatever that was.
Okay, you do look up in the direction that Eterèmont was looking, and you see a brownish spot getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger at a incredible speed. And you notice why the sound has stopped. The wings is not flapping, it is diving
Sounds like it's coming
in your
here
direction.
fast.
Urak is just looking up and going, perhaps we should step back. And he will try to drop behind a bush.
Me too.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll do the
me
attempt.
too.
Okay. So let's just see here. Stealth check from here. There. Okay. It's actually not that terrible compared to,
Yeah.
to the fact that he has heavy armor.
Holy moly.
And Eterèmont also needs to make a stealth check.
Oh,
Okay,
Nice.
yeah, that wasn't bad.
that's pretty good. So, Epos, you essentially just duck behind a tree and becomes very, very small. Like, you essentially disappear from the other's view. Urak just falls on his stomach. And you all just hear the impact of him on the ground. You don't see it. You don't see Eterèmont, and you actually also don't hear him. And as you all duck to the side, you hear almost what sounds like a torpedo going. As the brown spot becomes massive, and it changes from a brown to a more reddish orange coloration. The sun glistening off of his body as a dragon swoops down and plants itself on top of the still unsuspecting Urak, and essentially crashes it to the ground with a massive impact. Essentially, the impact goes as it tears the Urak to pieces.
So it's not flying away with it. It eats it at the spot.
No, it kills it.
Like in the spot where
In
it
the
lands.
spot. It lands, kills it, and then just starts picking it apart a little bit. And as it does, it stops for a second. Looks around. I seem to smell 5 mortals nearby.
Oh no.
You have nothing to fear. As you can see, I already have dinner. and I do love the company of you little creatures. Do come out. I love a good story. You see it turn its head and look directly in your direction.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just standing very still.
I'm looking at the others.
Silence.
So you are not interested in the other group of travelers that I saw earlier? Well, that is a shame. Well, it is your choice, I suppose.
So I'm like, are you safe?
I am completely safe, little one. You have nothing to fear from me. If it helps, I can tell you my name.
Isn't there like a rule that a dragon can be owned if you know its name?
No. You're thinking of, well, just about anything else.
That would have been awesome.
It is more fae and fiends that are like this. Dragons, no.
Damn it.
It says, my name is Iralil. I am a copper dragon, as you can see.
I step out very cautiously. I am Victor! And I hide back again.
Well, a pleasure to meet you, Victor.
Likewise.
Please do come out. I only want to talk. Perhaps share a story or a joke or two.
I pushed the little one out.
Why, hello there, little one. You seem a lot smaller.
Hello.
And it essentially comes down to you. The creature is massive. Like, you're pretty sure its wingspan is about 30 feet. No, that's not right. 60 feet is probably more right.
Yeah.
From wing to wing. But it has its wings tucked in. It does look down at you with these almost copper red eyes. What is your name, little one? Where do you come from? Where are you going? And do you know a good joke?
I put my head a joke?
Yes! Laughter and jokes is the glorious part of life. It spices things up. A good prank is always fun, isn't it?
Yes. It is.
Do you
Hello.
know? Do you know any?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Me.
Me who?
I'm scared.
You see it almost like furrowing its brow, going, I don't know that one. Huh, that's a new one. I will remember that. What about the rest of you? You have no reason to hide. I mean you no harm. I am not like my chromatic cousins.
Chromatic cousins, you say? Would I know what that is?
Roll a history check.
History.
Might have heard something about dragon types. 15. You've heard a little. During your studies back home, you know the difference between a chromatic and a metallic dragon. You know that most chromatic dragons are aloof, selfish, cruel, sadistic, and murderous. Metallics are kind, understanding, and proud. This is a metallic dragon.
Okay, good.
You know it's a copper dragon. But beyond from that, you don't really know too much about them.
No, I suppose not.
Except for one thing. They tend to stay mostly around coastal areas.
I see. So, you're one of those infamous dragons.
Well, I would not say that I am infamous. But, I am a dragon, yes.
How is it to be a dragon?
How is it to be mortal? How is it to be so small?
Fragile. Full of fear, I guess.
I mean, isn't that the same for all of us? If I see something that's bigger than me, I also get frightened.
Something is bigger than you.
That makes sense.
I mean, I am merely 437 years old. I am relatively young for my kind.
Interesting.
I mean, my
I
sire...
am also young for my age.
Are you? You do not look that young. I have seen others of your kind. I have seen older. At least what I assume is older.
Well, you know,
He's
relatively.
pretty old.
I mean, your kind get...
He hides it well.
Your kind get wrinkly when you get old. I don't see any wrinkles on you. Again, going real close, like its eye is almost about half your size. Just...
The urge to poke, you know, I just don't do it because I'm afraid.
I'm peeing.
At this point,
My pants.
Urak starts getting up a little bit, like, ugh, that hurt. Hello.
This is our big guy.
Well, he is big for your kind. What is your name, little one? Urak. Well, a pleasure to meet you, Urak. And the other two?
Well, there's the
I step forward.
cowardice mage.
Are you?
Epos Max.
Show me a trick. And it essentially almost plops itself down on its stomach using its four legs to go.
Okay. You put me on the spot. I take my water bottle out and make a water dragon using shape water.
Okay. It looks at you and just goes, now that is a good trick. I like that.
Yeah.
Where are you all going, if I may ask?
We're actually looking for a big group of mortals, as you call us, and
Oh.
a specific one amongst them who knows something that we're seeking.
I see. So you are looking for the group of 5 hunters. Interesting.
Yeah, hunters. That's right.
I saw them when they flew around. I did not approach. I usually don't approach your kind. You usually hide or run away screaming and begging for your lives. You really don't have to. I mean,
Well,
it has been many years since I have eaten one of your kind, and to be frank, you're little more than a snack.
That makes sense.
indulgence is allowed, I guess.
I mean,
Good.
sure, but not only are you like no more than a snack, you're also quite sinewy. I prefer the taste of this. And it points down to the completely torn apart Auroch.
You can eat that.
Well, I'm gonna eat some of it. The rest is for my young.
Could you rip us a piece to bring to the town so we can sell it?
I'm sorry. I do have some hungry young at home, and well,
Understandable.
That's okay. We'll manage.
you do look like you could manage.
Yay! Do you like troll meat?
You like troll meat.
I mean, I have never really tried any of their kind. They look so sinewy, tough.
Well, you can taste some. We just recently, like a few minutes ago, slaughtered one or two over here.
Interesting. Maybe I will. Could be an interesting thing to try. So you're looking for the hunters, are you?
Yes, please.
Well, I might know where they are now. Well,
Would you
again,
like to tell us?
perhaps I will. Perhaps I won't. I don't know
Riddled.
yet. I haven't decided.
What if Victor can make a better joke and make you laugh this time?
Perhaps. Depends
Okay.
on how good it is.
Okay, I'll use message and tell Victor a joke. He needs to pass on. Just give me a second. What was it? I won't say it aloud because then it's not fun. So. Just tried it. My God.
Oh, I have to
Check.
read something?
Yeah, check Discord.
Alright. Alright.
And I
Alright.
use message. So
Yeah, of course.
Apparently, this is quite funny. So, bear with me. No offense to you, Almighty One. What sound does a dragon make when eating spicy salsa?
what sound? Yes.
I don't know. What sound does a dragon make when it eats spicy salsa?
A fire alarm.
I said it wrong.
It doesn't matter.
What's up?
You feel almost like time stops. As yeah, exactly. Like you're just nervous as it just stops for a second,
Oh, I have one.
and it,
I
and it
got a
looks
bit
at
of
you.
What tool helps wizard with writing the correct runes into their spellbook?
I don't know.
A spell checker.
Okay, I got one too.
Let's hear it.
How do dragons make holiday plans?
I don't know how.
They don't. They just wing it.
Oh no.
That's good.
Again, time seems to stop as you just tell this dragon jokes, and for a second you're almost afraid that you may have offended it. But then she goes.
Why?
Then she essentially laughs, a almost deep, guttural bellowing. As the dragon almost like falls on its back, as it laughs. Those I have not heard before. I shall remember. I shall bring to my young. They will love it. Why, thank you. Well, your hunters is in that direction, as it points with, again, a claw, possibly the size of you, Victor. In that direction. Not very far. Not even for your feet.
Very nice, my friend. Can I say, greet your children, and we will be on our way. One last thing, though. I have a request. I know it's strange, but can I touch you?
Certainly. I wouldn't
And I
mind.
go over and I'm like, ah, like Jurassic Park when he touches a dinosaur, like, ah.
Where do you touch the dragon?
It depends.
Not in
What
the-
can I touch? without
Well,
going-
both of its legs is on the ground. Its head is also so low that you could touch somewhere on the head.
All right, so I guess the head is closer, so I'm just like on the snout.
Okay. As you put your hand on the dragon's snout, she purrs, almost like a cat.
So I'm like, oh, who's a good dragon? Who's a good dragon?
She continues to purr.
And I use something. Wait, I don't remember if it's the new dagger I have that can talk to animals.
It is. Your dagger, with your dagger you can speak to animals if you use a charge on it.
And I only have one as far as I remember.
You have 3.
3.
It has 3
do we
charges.
charge every day, as far as I remember.
I don't know the exact how it. I seem to recall it does
At dawn? At
Yeah,
dawn.
it recharges all its charges at dawn.
Okay. So I'm like gonna communicate some lovey-dovey language that I don't want to say out loud.
Okay, so you use the dagger to cast Speak with Animals on yourself, so you can now speak with animals.
Yes, and I speak to it in this very cute little fluffy language thing.
Just so you know, dragons are not beasts.
Oh, they're not beasts?
No, they're dragons.
So it doesn't actually
Makes
work
sense.
on it.
Exactly, and you speak normally. You don't make the sounds. You don't hear the sounds
Alright.
when you cast a spell.
Well, never mind. I won't do it because I would know that it's not a beast.
You would know that, yes.
Yes,
I'd
so
say
never mind.
you would know that.
So I just, play with it a little bit and then I step back and like, that was fun.
It was indeed. Thank you, all of you, and good luck on your hunt.
Thank you.
Something tells me your road is long. So very long. Don't be strangers. As it picks up the Urak with its front legs and just pushes off the ground.
We fly into the bushes because
I was about to say, everyone make a strength check to not be knocked on your asses as it.
Should we?
Yes. It does use the strength of its wings to fly up.
Oh, 3. It's a 3.
It's strange the smaller one is able to hold on better than I am.
Well, I guess maybe he was. Maybe you could say it's because you were closer.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay, let's see for Urak. And Eterèmont.
I'm the strongest one. Surprise.
Well, I will say this much: this dragon is massive and it's very strong, so none of you save. You all just
Oh my god.
fall on your butt as it.
Onk.
And as it flies off, you hear. As it flies off, it laughs.
Mean.
Bully. Oh yeah.
Well,
So that was an interesting experience. Has any one of you ever tried that?
I'm making a dragon laugh. Or what? Or just met a dragon? No.
Just met.
No.
No.
Very interesting. That's a first for me too.
yeah, that was a weird experience. Victor, you hear the voice behind you. It's Eterèmont, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah. You just hear a voice behind you going, "Yeah, that was interesting."
Ugh, where did you come from? Goddamn elves.
You can't see him. He's still
I
invisible.
I still want to react like.
Yeah, of course. You know where the voice came from,
Pointy ear.
and you know it's Eterèmont. You can recognize the voice.
Right. Let's go in that direction where he pointed. It's
I think it was a
probably
she.
not too late.
Just saying, I think it was a she. The dragon.
but-
The dragon's name definitely sounded female.
Well, Victor didn't catch that.
Fair. So you walk in the direction that the lovely bullying dragon pointed.
I do.
Very well.
Yay.
And I assume the rest of you follow.
Yes.
Cool.
The 1 step. 2 step.
Ah. 1 step. 2 step. Ah.
This is gonna be a long campaign.
Yes, it is. Especially if you start with that. Don't start me with the count. I'll never stop. Very well. I think that we are actually going to take our break early today as you trudge on from the dragon.
Alright.
As we have our 4th player joining us soon.
Hey!
So
Hey.
because of that, we are going to have our little break early. So we'll see you in in some minutes, 5 to 10. I don't freaking know. We'll see. See you in a bit. That is indeed a horrible joke. Greetings once again, and apologies for the mess.
Yes.
We have a person joining us once again.
Indeed.
A person. Let me just see.
The person.
Yes.
The.
So I got caught up in some shenanigans
Yes.
and couldn't join from the get-go.
That's what happens.
Oh my god. Everything is whack.
But I have returned.
Everything is definitely whack, but give me a moment. I will put everything into perfect order. It's gonna take a moment.
Oh my god. Wait, I am the DM now.
No, you're not.
Or listen to my command.
No. I have said it. I've said it
You
before.
all
And I will,
level up to level 15.
I will say it as I said it in episode 9. No, I will take back my space. I did not say place. I said space. And I remember it because I watched that episode today.
Oh.
Because I had something that I needed to remember.
What happened in that episode?
Yeah, what happened in that episode?
I had to remember
we have
I had to find out how much you got in discount.
Yeah, you do get to level up.
No. I had to figure out how big your discount was at Sass's. I could not remember, so I had to figure it out so I could write it down.
Come on, like, Spearhead really wants to level up. Come on.
I know.
Like, not us for us to, but they want to.
Sure they do.
If you can tell me a joke that is so bad that it's good, you get a level up. Level up
chat. Yes, indeed. We will have that chat one day. I'll make it a thing where we just chat about what our level ups will be. Even the DM will be a part of that chat.
No, like I said, they like Spearhead gets a level up if they can tell me such a bad joke that it's good.
Oh, I know.
You know, the ones that we were firing off.
Oh, I know.
He will. And he's searching.
He
searching.
is most likely searching. I would not be surprised. Let's be honest.
It's working so
While he's fixing this, how about like what has 4 wheels and flies?
I don't know.
Airplane.
A garbage truck.
Okay, and with that, I believe I have now fixed what it looked like for a moment ago. Nothing seems to be in perfect size, but hey, what the fuck? That's nothing new. So, let's get right back into it. So, you are walking in the direction that the dragon was pointing.
What do we see?
Well, do you just walk in towards the area, or do you try to sneak around? That's my question.
I mean, I don't
walk.
think we know we need to sneak, so we will just be walking, I guess.
Very well.
We need to kill this person.
So
We're not killing this person.
okay. So you
Are we?
begin walking out towards the hills. It's not as hilly as it was earlier. You seem to be coming up towards an area that is closer to the mountain cliffs. And as you approach, you hear growling and snapping, like the snapping of jaws, and barking.
Okay.
Eterèmont is, by the way, still invisible at this point. You have not walked for an hour yet. You have essentially walked what pertains to like is somewhere around 20 minutes when you start to hear these noises.
So those barking sounds
Mm-hmm.
would sound familiar to us.
Well,
The ones of us who have been in a hunting party or seen one.
well, it sounds like a dog or a wolf.
Okay.
It essentially sounds like a canine creature.
Right. So
Either
Guys-
wolves or hunting dogs.
guys, I
Rock will
think maybe
still
we
be
need to go
walking
that way.
towards it.
Yeah.
So Urak just continues to walk.
E.
And
I walk behind him.
Urak, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Just you don't see anything.
I will snap around.
Yeah.
towards.
And as you snap around, there's still nothing, and you hear Eterèmont just say, "How about I just take a look, just in case." I'm right here.
Yeah, that ain't helping.
Right, right. You can see me. That's the point, of course. Just stay here, all right? I'll be right back. And you hear footsteps just across.
Can I see in the grass?
You can see in the grass where the feet hits of Eterèmont.
Okay. I shall walk slower towards it.
Okay. So Eterèmont will just try to sneak into the area. Well, that is pretty good. That's a 19. Okay. So Eterèmont sneaks in front of the rest of you. And after a short while, maybe like 5 minutes, give or take, he returns. Now visible. The spell has now has essentially now disappeared, and he goes, "There's a pack of wolves up ahead in the clearing, and several dead bodies."
It's like, I hear a voice. I still do not see anybody.
No, he's right there.
Really?
Yes.
Are you seeing ghosts, my friend?
No. Are you alright? It's okay.
Human humor never seems to surprise me. Well, like I said, there are wolves up ahead.
And dead bodies.
And dead bodies, yes. I did not get a great look at them, but they definitely looked destroyed. 3 bodies, to be exact.
Oh.
But they're a hunting party of 5.
Indeed.
Didn't Irrelate say that?
Yes.
It would seem our hunters are being hunted.
Or perhaps they just got unlucky. Who knows?
Tables have turned.
Maybe we should go around the wolves.
I mean,
Very good. But, well,
could also.
do we actually know how he looks like?
I think. I seem to recall Matthias did tell us he's a man in his 40s, if I remember correctly. Short hair, a little chubby. If I remember correctly. So, I have a secondary suggestion, if I may.
Alright. We could try listening to an elf.
Good idea. We usually have great ideas. Let's talk to them.
Talk to what? The wolves?
Your knife, dumbass.
Oh.
Wait,
Good
you
one.
picked animals?
I could try.
His knife. With that knife, he can talk to animals. Yeah.
So the knife speaks.
No, he does, but he can speak through the knife. Any one of us can, if I remember what Matthias said correctly.
Yes. I haven't tried it yet. We should try it.
I think we should. Wolves could have seen what happened, or they could tell us if where any of the survivors went.
Alright. So, lead the way.
That's yeah.
It's right ahead. Let's just go.
And I still can't see him?
You can see him, like I said earlier, the spell vaned before he
Okay.
returned.
Okay, cool, so I can see. Okay.
Yeah.
So I follow. And I grasp my little knife.
And you essentially come up to the clearing. I will just, because I can, give you a visual.
Oh, awesome.
There you go. Here is a visual.
So
They did.
You see the 8 wolves. The 8 wolves in the area. One of them looks larger, a little white in its fur.
So,
it clearly seems to be snapping at the others if they start to fight. Looks like whenever they start to fight over something.
I step out into so they can see me, and I'm like rubbing the knife like on the hilt, like the top of the hilt, like, and then it activates the charge. I think I want that to be the thing.
Okay. But by the way, you come from down here, ish.
Should I put myself in?
No, you didn't. I just want to say where you, give or take, are in comparison
Right.
to the wolves.
Right, so I'm down somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. The other side is up the cliffs.
Yes, that makes sense. So I'm like starting to say words,
What do you
and
say?
it sounds like wolf stuff, or does it sound like my words, but they understand what I say?
To everyone but you hear Victor barking, essentially.
So I'm like, "Hello, friends. I come in peace."
And you see all 8 set of wolf ears going towards you as all the wolves turn. The 7 of them starts to growl as they look at you. The big one looks at you, cocks his head ever so slightly as it starts to approach you.
Hi, little wolfie. You wouldn't have happened to see some hunters?
You disturb our feasting time.
Yes, about your feasting time. Can we look at the bodies? Maybe they are someone we know.
Why? Why would you 2 legs have interest in our feast? Are you here to steal it?
No. En contraire, we are just here to see if we know the food in person. You know what I
The
mean.
fuck is he
I do.
doing?
Roll a persuasion
Barking.
check.
He's barking with confidence.
Fuck.
Maybe not.
That's high for a natural 1.
It is. The wolf, essentially, its back hair starts to stand a little, almost like a cat, I guess, as it says, "You will not step closer to our food."
Okay. And I sit down, on like non-threatening. Like, can we talk, you and me? You seem to be in charge.
We are.
Good. Now, have you seen some hunters in the area?
It turns away and looks at the 4 bodies you see. You can see 3 bodies and then essentially a depression in the ground where several bodies are lying actually.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay,
Yeah, you do see something sticking up. It actually looks like a wing.
never mind. So those were the hunters.
Some, yes. One
Someone got away.
not so much got away, more like was taken by one of the big 2 legs.
Oh. Do you know which way it went?
It looks from your view to the left,
Yeah.
and you see another depression, much longer than the other one.
Okay. Do we know? Is one of them a little bit chubby? The ones you have eaten, or are about to eat?
These ones was attacked by the flying birds, or the flying 2 legs.
Flying 2 legs, you say? Oh.
Yes. Then one of the large 2 legs came in and killed them. Ate half of one of the other 2 legs and dragged another one away. I don't know
Okay.
why.
In that way, you say. And I point in that direction he looked before.
Yes.
very well. And I thank you for your time, Almighty Wolf King.
You have food. You wish to look at dead two legs.
Yes, just look, just eyes.
You give food. You may look, but only look.
Ah, yes, I have some troll meat, I think. Yes, I do. So I take forth the troll meat. It's I think I packaged it in somehow.
Yeah.
And I let him sniff it. Hmm?
Put on ground.
I unpack it and put it on the ground.
It snaps the bone and drags it away from you. Rather quickly, actually, as if it's afraid you will take it from it. And you hear it talking to the others. It actually says, "Another meal. Let the two legs look." And the wolves start to move away to the side.
And I'm going and looking. Well, do I recognize any of them?
No.
Okay, I wouldn't recognize them. I mean, more does it look like anything like the description that we were given about this person we're looking for?
Ah, no.
No.
Unfortunately not. You take a look around the bodies, and one is a pair of legs.
Ah.
There's essentially nothing but the legs. They're rather thick legs.
Can you make it less loud, please?
The rest of you are, of course, allowed to step in.
Oh, I wave to them come and look.
Yeah, I would say Eterèmont was never hidden. He did stand some distance away from you, but he was also visible. Didn't hide.
Okay.
I think Urak would be too.
So you start looking at the bodies. Like I said, Victor, you quickly see one is just a pair of legs. They're rather thick, so you start thinking it could be his.
Oh shit.
But the pants of the lower part of the pants are a little pulled up, and the skin is green.
Okay, so that's a no.
That's a no. Another one is a human, but female.
Well, yeah, that's a no too.
Lying up. That is the one that is furthest up from the place. Another one lies a little further south, not in the depression itself. Where this one is like a small gnome.
Yeah, that's not
a still potentially useful weapon, a crossbow, lying next to them.
I will attempt to near the crossbow with my hand and watch if they their reaction.
They do look as you reach out for the crossbow. The crossbow is not in the hand or on the body. It's like next to it.
Okay, so I take it, I push it a little bit away from the body, and then push it with my foot a little bit towards one of the others.
Okay, they continue to look at you. They don't seem to be any more hostile than they were a moment ago. They are eating your troll meat.
Cool. So I look at the last body or the bodies in the crevice.
Yeah, or crevice, depression, whatever you want to call it. It looks as if something large has fallen on the ground on top of these bodies, because the body within is absolutely smashed. It's the body of a half-elven man that is probably no more than maybe 10 centimeters thick at the moment. Or you assume from a quick glance that all of his bones are broken.
Oh damn!
And around him are 4 naked women with wings and talons for feet and hands.
A quick browse in my memory of things I know from books and stories and stuff. Can I recognize that?
Roll Roll a history check.
For fuck's sake, what is wrong with this dice today?
I don't know, and neither do you.
I'm like, that's some strange bird-like creatures. I say with a barking voice because I'm still talking like that.
You can you can shift it off. You can talk to the
Okay.
others in a normal voice if you wish.
All right, so I who's ever closest, I'm like, that's a strange flying creature.
Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof.
I don't think he
You try.
understands you, big guy.
No.
I mean, that thing is that one's strange. As Eterèmont points towards the cliffside, where you essentially see a big red splotch just on the wall, as it essentially drags down the cliffside.
Oh, and I walk over there also to check it.
Yeah, you push apart the bushes and you see another one of these flying women thing has essentially been smashed against the cliffside.
Very nice.
That takes some strength. Smash that.
I think if you give me like 2 or 3 rounds, I might be able to.
Well, something tells me we don't want to mess with whatever took these people, but the wolves tell me that one was dragged off by some big winged beast.
Well, then we might.
Not winged.
So,
He said
winged
two-leg.
as in...
Two-leg.
Yeah, which is what he called you. He called you a two-leg.
Didn't they say something about wings?
They said the flying females, which you can assume is the creatures in the depression and in the bush.
He said winged 2 legs and large 2 legs.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
So,
interpret that and just say some large winged beast.
yeah.
So, another troll?
I
Might
don't
be.
recall trolls having wings.
No, it was separate. Like,
Yeah,
there was these, like, winged 2 legs, and then there was a big 2-legged.
Yeah,
But that
who
was-
knows?
Trolls also have big legs.
Yeah. They are
Anyways,
big.
If anything,
And they
I
have teeth.
kinda don't want to talk to them again, and they're fucking dumb.
I walk closer to the wolves and tell them that if you want more of this meat, then down there, and I try to give them instructions to the cave where we slaughtered the trolls. There should be 2 big trolls that you can just eat. Thank you for your time. We will leave you now.
I will also say that you also see that there is a bow next to the female woman, and Eterèmont goes over and picks it up
Very nice.
Very nice.
and puts it on his back.
Nice. I don't think you put a bow into a bag, but
On
and
the bag, you know.
back.
No, but I have like a human skull, I believe. No, I gave that to the guards, that's right.
Very nice. So, I guess I have to deactivate or unconcentrate my.
It goes away on its own at some point.
Alright. So I keep talking like this to the others, just to annoy.
You can if you want to.
Woof, oh, oh, oh.
Indeed. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, bark, bark. But yeah, so you leave. Did any of you take the crossbow? That was pushed back. Like Victor pushed a crossbow back.
I'll take it.
Okay. Icarus, as you guys are walking away, you look at this crossbow. It's a bit of weird mechanic. It doesn't look like a normal crossbow at all.
Hmm.
It's a little strange.
I can try it out.
I will send you what it does later. I forgot to make a handout for you.
Nice.
Be ahead, you get your level.
The level
those two
crossbow.
those 2 last ones were good.
Yeah.
So, do we see the wolves going in the direction of The trolls I mentioned.
They seem to be eating the meat that you already put down, and as you walk away, they look after you, and then they walk in the direction you came from earlier, away from the bodies.
Very nice. So, anyways, we're walking essentially towards danger.
You are walking in the direction of the footsteps of whatever took whoever was left.
I think I will try to be very, very silent and careful.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Have any one of us investigated the footprints yet?
No. You are walking past them, and you do see that they are rather large.
Yeah.
Like any one of you can lay yourself on your back down inside the footprint.
Okay.
It's fucking big.
Dude.
What shape does it have?
Yeah.
It has the shape of a foot.
Like
Just
human
a
foot?
normal humanoid-esque?
Yeah, humanoid-esque foot.
Oh, okay, are we hunting Bigfoot? But larger?
Much larger.
It's a Sasquatch.
You also do
Please
see
let it
next
not
to the
be another troll.
You do see next to the footprint what looks like something have been dragged across the ground. It does not look like it would be the size of a person, but it's definitely thick enough to be potentially half a tree.
Why does that sound like a fucking giant?
I don't know.
It might be.
As I said, sneakily,
Yes.
slowly.
And you did.
Yes.
You walk slowly, sneakily, and almost invisible to anyone but those who know where you are.
Great.
Ooh.
I mean, with a 24, he's pretty hard to see. Would you agree?
Yeah.
How the fuck can somebody in red disappear in a forest?
And I'm like, I'm over here. Like,
What?
You don't see
All
him.
the blood.
I don't know why, but I kind of want to throw a javelin at the place where I heard that whisper.
Well,
Watcha.
Eterèmont is also going to start sneaking. As he does say, I think it might be best if we follow Victor's idea. God, I never expected I would say that.
and
Yeah.
I didn't expect to hear that from a elf.
Well, my problem is that usually me trying to be sneaky is just more of a hindrance.
I mean, the last time you tried to sneak, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
My god, I'm
shit,
on a roll
okay.
today.
Nice.
I think I rolled a 12 for you or something like that.
Well, let's try.
11.
7.
That's a
Wow.
survival.
Oh, oh, fuck.
I think it's -1 to that actually, so it's a 6. Yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah, and Epos another 20. Damn,
Yeah.
damn, boy. So yeah, you start.
I'm a sneaky boy.
That's pretty good.
You are indeed. You start.
Oh no, oh yeah, it is a 6.
Yes. You start sneaking.
Yeah, because this.
And as you probably all have guessed,
Yeah, clink, clink.
as you
clink,
hear
clink.
Urak trying to sneak as his armor jumps and clinks, as it is a chainmail.
Ah,
And
fuck
also,
it. And I
and
just
also
start
Icarus.
walking normally.
Very well. Urak takes the lead, just walking right past all of you, just walking normally.
You can just hear the like shh, shh, and he just self-conscious, just like, ah, fuck it.
Yeah, and then just starts walking, still clinking, but and actually clinking a little louder, but fuck it.
Whatever.
You do come, you do walk for a little while, and you do see that the sun is starting to set. It is starting to creep across the mountain tops. As you get to to a place where essentially the cliffside that you have followed splits. The path shows itself. At the beginning of this path is essentially a pole with another one of these strange flying woman things that has essentially been almost hammered into the pole itself. Just hanging there. And a sign beneath, which Urak, you can read, as can Eterèmont. It says, "Stay away," in giant.
Wait, in giant? Wait, did Eterèmont knows giant?
Eterèmont knows giant, yeah.
Oh.
I was as surprised as you were when I found out. Or when I remembered, I should say.
Wait, but he didn't say shit about that last session.
No, he didn't! I'm also surprised. Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, you essentially see the... You see the sign and it says that. Stay away.
So, essentially, it says fuck off.
Keep out is much more polite.
Well, yeah, but it isn't giant, so it's free to interpretation.
Oh.
And usually giants are, well, like the trolls. They said like I was like canned food, and that's not very pleasant. So keep out would probably not be what they would, but they can't write, so we're not talking about trolls. I don't think they can write.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never really heard of troll literature, so I highly doubt it.
Well, maybe some could if they tried, but most of them are just jackasses.
I mean, anyone can be taught to read and write, I suppose, but I don't think trolls has the capacity to be wanting to learn.
But don't they have shamans? I've heard about something like shamans.
That's
Like
not trolls, that's like more like in the goblinoid-esque.
Ah, the goblins.
I mean, there is also there is the stone giants. They do have shamans.
Well, yeah, but that's also like more up in the like higher hierarchy of giants.
True. So, shall we do what we usually do and ignore the warning signs?
You know us so well.
I do.
Well, it is.
We wouldn't
it-
be
it-
here if we didn't need to find that dude.
True.
Yeah, and it's going the way that our only lead does. So,
Yeah.
Let's
Unless
do
the
it.
wolves are dying.
well, at least. Wait, you can giant.
Yeah.
Good. But you didn't say anything last time, like when we were fighting the trolls.
Well, like you said yourself, trolls are jackasses. Why would I waste my breath?
Fair.
Sometimes it feels
All
a
right,
little bit like talking to Victor.
Yes,
No,
very pleasant
Victor's-
company.
Although I
Victor's
will
more-
admit, Victor, you are a much more pleasant companion than the sailors I sailed with once.
I know. I am great.
And also, he doesn't like just call you names or tries to eat you. So there's that.
That's true. Well,
That's
anyway,
true, big guy.
shall we? And Eterèmont starts to walk up the path.
But if it can read, I follow along.
The rest of you follow as well.
Yes.
You start walking up the path, and as you walk, you see more signs that says. Some of them says danger. Some of them says I mean it. Another one says, for fuck's sake, go away. Each of them have one of these flying women in each of the poles.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I've heard of a story like this.
You have?
Yeah, it's quite fucking cliche for giant or orcs. Actually, more orcs. Like an orc tribe would like, if they didn't want to get messed around with, they would like do kind of like this, but in orcish, of course.
That's strange that it's not orcish then.
I mean, orcs are
Well,
quite
no.
barbaric, aren't they?
Yeah. And then we have the desert dwellers.
Well,
Quite pleasant people.
until I
Oh.
until I see a civilized orc, I will stand by my conviction.
Didn't we a little while back? 2 seconds. What was his name? It was it Urak and his brother?
Oh, those were half orcs. They have some civility in them. Not much, if you ask me.
Oh, what weren't they father and brother? Like they were quite on the largest, weren't they? Not full.
I mean, they were half orcs still, but they were very orcish to look at. That's true. But you can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
True.
Unless
we
it's a
look at
troll
this now.
usually, but yeah.
We did multiple times. Just now.
Eterèmont has already walked forward.
Like,
And I would
hear it.
and I would be keeping pace to have this discussion.
Of course. At some point, I'll just do something real quick. Just make a roll because I can.
I'm gonna walk up to a giant and just hold on a second. We're having a discussion. It's very important.
You get relatively close to what looks like a cave entrance.
oh god.
As you start getting closer, and Eterèmont goes,
Smells
"Do you guys smell that?"
Smells like shit.
It smells like sweat, to be specific.
It's same,
Yeah.
just different.
The smell from where you stand can best be described as a locker room after soccer practice or football practice. My bad.
oh god.
Yeah. That's
Well,
Musk.
very
it's a
much
heavy musk we have here.
does. Perhaps it would be best if we, if someone went in and had a look around, just so we know where we are, right?
Oh, fine, I'll do it.
Thank you. And he puts, you see your monster just walk up behind, just put a hand on your shoulder, go, thank you, and you go invisible.
Like, wow, this is how it feels. So I start to walk in, and I, sneak next to the walls, even though I'm invisible.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You sneak in, and as you sneak in, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to throw you in to another new map.
Jesus Christ.
New map.
And I will also do something so that our viewers can. Nah, let's not do that yet. So what you see as you start walking into the cave, it's a very short distance into the cave as it starts to open up into this rather large chamber. And you see a bear skin, a rather large bear, having been tossed in the middle of the room. Several pillars and a absolutely massive bed. At the end, you see a cage with with an unconscious man lying within it.
Unconscious, great. I'm glad.
You cannot see from here if he's still alive or not. You're not entirely sure. And sitting in a chair, snoring,
Oh, phew.
is a probably close to 19, maybe 20 feet tall, pale purplish creature. Even from this distance, you can see that one of its eyes is very large compared to the other. One of its arms is also much smaller than the other one. But it is sleeping. A club the size of a small tree, leaning up against this massive throne that it's sitting on and sleeping at. And even from here, it is at this moment that the rest of you outside also hear the sounds of snoring. Just
Yeah.
So you're telling me this fucker is huge to gigantuan?
no, he's just huge. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just huge, but he's very tall.
Just
Okay.
huge.
I guess I will be walking. I will not walk further than where the cave opens up to being bigger.
Okay.
And I'm looking from there, and I see all these things you mentioned, and I'm like, okay, V5 and I start to go back.
Okay.
Slowly, and they still
actually,
can't see me.
I forgot something. You do have to roll a stealth check as you walk in. With advantage, though, because you're invisible.
Why is this different? Oh. Stealth. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Didn't need to be advantage there.
No, apparently not. But yeah, you sneak out again.
Victor, take this potion with you. Take this potion
Can't see me, can you?
Nope, he cannot see you.
just before you go in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Have a minor healing potion on you.
Yes,
Very
add
nice.
a minor healing potion to your inventory.
Minor healing potion. Anyways, I come out and like whisper to the others. They don't know, they can't see me, but they can hear me suddenly. Hey, there's a fucking huge guy in there with a huge fucking club, but there's some dude in a cage.
Should get a good look at him. How big was he?
Conscious. Who?
Oh,
The big guy?
no. The guy in the cage.
Like normal human size, I would say.
You also did notice, even from that distance, that he did have a little bit of gut.
Okay.
He does seem like
So-
being the guy from the distance. But the big, as you can hear the snoring, and I'm still whispering, I'm just, can't whisper in real life.
It's fine.
As you can hear in the snoring, we might be able to sneak him out. I need someone to help me drag him or something. Anyone up for sneaking? And they can't see me smile.
Nope, they can't see you at all.
I can't track.
Yeah, that's true. And Urak, you make too much noise.
This
So, yeah.
Epos Max, I knew you wanted to be the next one.
Who? Me? No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Sure? No.
this is going to really take all of my energy, and I just need to make sure I remember something. Yeah, Eterèmont walks up, puts a hand on Urak's shoulder, and try to find you. He says, "Victor, just get a little closer to me, if you please."
So I'm like, oh, elf hands. And I go in and put my head under his hand.
Okay, he puts a hand on both of you and makes a tiny like he seems to whispering to himself, and you are now both invisible.
Oh.
Wait, no, I am.
Yes, you are now also invisible.
Oh god.
Hey, I'll come then.
Okay.
I'll go too then.
That would probably not be that great of an idea, friend.
Oh, I'll stay out then.
We need. Excuse me. We need someone that is strong enough to carry him. And let's be honest, none of us are strong enough except for the big guy. Alright.
No, I can't even see my hand. What the fuck?
But Urak, do your best,
Yes.
okay? I know you can do it. And if not, can I have the armor? It's very nice.
Well, it ain't really fancy, but sure.
Urak, you now have a inspiration.
Okay.
Cool.
I get inspired by asking for
Asking for
my
your armor
items.
and also essentially telling you, I know you can do it.
No, you know what? I'm gonna say fuck no.
Fair.
and I'm not gonna die. That's why I get the inspiration.
Cool. So, I want both of you to make a stealth check. Urak, it is not with disadvantage. It's
Which
just a
means
normal
it's
roll.
just flat.
Yeah, and Victor, still with advantage. Okay.
Holy shit!
Let's just take a look. I need to remember how good it is.
Oh.
Wrong?
Jesus Christ, those sounds. Can you put the volume down a little bit so you don't get surprised every time?
I'm sorry, is it a bit loud?
No, not you. It's I have visitors and they're making loud noises and I get scared every time.
Very well. But yeah, you sneak in, and as you get in, you get. I will just pull both of you into. I will just pull both of you into the map to where I will say you are when something happens. You do get rather far into the place.
Do you mind if we don't actually go in a straight line?
Sure.
I think we will follow the walls all the way around.
Do you then stay away from the creature?
As much as possible.
Okay, then I will
No,
say,
go behind it. No.
then I'll say you're around here.
Backstep.
Thank you.
Actually, no, you would be around here.
Right.
Fuck. I'm sorry, it's just there. As Victor, you essentially, as you sneak forward, look over towards the creature, and you see what looks like something is like quivering around its chest. As you see an eye just open on its chest.
On its chest.
On its chest, and starts looking.
Ah, that's gross.
Thank you. But it starts to look, and then after a very long 20 seconds, it closes again.
Ooh, thank God for the invisibility. I don't say that out loud, by the way.
I know.
I telepath it to Urak.
You shout this aloud, and you can. Just shout it with the others.
Hey, that was a good idea.
That was a close one, guys. Thanks for the invisibility, by the way.
It is coming very in handy!
But yeah, that's all that happens. The creature continues to sleep.
So I'm like telepath to Urak. Okay, let's continue. Can you hear that, by the way?
Just talk normally.
Yeah, just talk normally, it's fine. I assume
just
that you are whispering.
Come of
Oh, okay. I guess
veil of whispering.
Yeah, veil of whispering. It has now been used.
Very
Yes.
nice.
For the next 5 minutes, no, for the next half an hour until it's unequipped, we will be whispering.
We have noise resistance.
Yes. Anyway, do you continue sneaking?
I suppose yes.
Yes.
Make another stealth check.
Oh, this is horribly. Oh damn.
I don't even think I can save it with an inspiration.
No.
I'm sorry to say, but very likely no. You start sneaking forward, and I will once again move you. You get to around here-ish, as Urak steps a little further forward and accidentally kicks one of the bones in the ground.
And hit several other bones.
As the creature just stands up, and it is at this point that you see it is nearly 20 feet tall, and it just grips its giant club again, like the size of a small tree, just
Stay still.
And Urak, you hear it speak. Come out, little one, and we can make this quick.
Hear that from outside the cave.
You also hear it, yes, from outside the cave.
Okay.
None of you understand it, though, except for Eterèmont.
No.
It speaks
But
giant.
but we know it's awake now.
You know it's awake. You hear a voice, and Eterèmont
Yeah.
goes, "Shit."
Okay.
I am not moving a muscle,
That's fair.
even though I'm invisible.
That's fair. Eterèmont literally just goes, let's give him a second.
Trust in the invisibility.
Yeah. How long are they?
It's still there, so it's fine. But yeah, the Urak and Victor, you stand completely and utterly still as the creature just gets up from its chair, and I'll just grab it as it starts to move towards the bare carpet. Just.
Okay. If I got a plan.
Yeah.
But it's kind of stupid.
I'm here for it.
Okay. Let's hide, and I use prestidigitations to shout as loud as I can. To magnify my voice
Okay.
inside the cave. Say, hey, big guy, you stink.
Okay.
Fuck you. Hey,
As you-
what's
as
your name? Fuck you, Tony.
Steve.
Fuck you, Tony. Okay.
Fuck you,
Hey, you
Tony.
want to know what I did last night?
You better not
better
bring
not
my mother into this.
I built a campfire.
Oh,
And then I fucked your mother besides it.
yeah. So I shout.
You shout that. Okay. Eterèmont just looks at you with a.
I said it was stupid, and I hide.
You're right. And you all hear. As
I
it
run. As
runs
fucking
towards
fast
the
I can.
exit of the cave.
I will throw a random animal out of my bag.
Okay. Roll a d8. Please roll me a d8.
Oh, this is gonna be fun as
A
well.
3.
Would
What does
have-
the item
if
say?
it was just a bear.
3 is the badger.
So you pull out the patcher! It just
Okay.
falls onto the ground as Eterèmont goes, fuck you! And just jumps to the side quickly. Just, I'm out of here.
Just,
Oh, this is
I'm
not
full on
good.
sprinting.
I'll tell
Hold on.
the badger to go in.
Okay, Eterèmont is about to jump, sees Epos, like, I think that's a bad idea. Starts running after you. Oh, fuck this!
While we see the big guy going out, I guess we just alright, let's continue.
Yeah, you essentially see the creature just run, essentially dashing out towards the exit of the cave, just out.
Oh god. That's scary.
I
So
would like-
I go up to the cage and attempt to open it if it's possible.
Okay, it is unfortunately locked with a rather You know what? No, it's not locked. It's just really big. Hello.
But what is it made of?
I'm sorry. No, I need to take a look at the picture. The cage is relatively small compared to the giant creature thing. And it's actually not locked.
It's not okay.
It's not locked. I
So,
just
like-
thought about it, and I don't see how a creature that size could put a lock that would fit that little thing.
Oh yeah. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
You
that's
just
weird.
pull
It
it
could
open.
also just be something that you like put over somebody.
It's not. It is
Okay.
it does have a door.
So it's something he found somewhere and then he just puts people there.
Either something he found or something he took because he felt like it. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
It's a giant. What do you say? But yeah, you open it and you take a quick look. I would say you spend a couple of seconds to just look at him, look at his chest. He is breathing.
Ah, he's still alive. Big guy, can you pick him up?
I would have wanted to do you one better, but I can't because I made you stand up. So
Yeah, you pick him up.
yeah, I
I
would have just like slapped him and made him stand the fuck up, but I can't. I used all of it on you.
Yeah, I want you to make an athletics check as you pick him up.
Okay,
Have the potion.
athletics. 27.
Almost with one hand, just under his back and just up upon your shoulder, and then just got him.
All right, so I suppose we have to sneak past the big guy in a much narrower tunnel.
I don't think we need to sneak.
Let's just get to the entrance, just see what's going on out there.
Meanwhile, I keep using prestidigitations just to fuck with him.
Do you do it closer and closer to yourself, or do you like do it in a different direction than you?
Max ranged the other way.
Away from yourself.
Yeah.
Very well. You see the creature just. Even from this distance, you can barely see it, and you hear it roar again, like as you hear the footsteps get quieter and quieter. The only thing that does not get quieter is the tumbling of trees as it's smashing trees and bushes, and you also hear at some point a rock slide as it smashes its club into the cliffside as it runs.
Uh-oh.
Fuck, that's
that direction.
Terrifying. Just think of it.
And Icarus, as you I assume is also running away.
Yes.
You don't get very far before you see a badger come flying.
Oh no. It was for
Wait,
nothing.
badgers can fly?
Yeah, that's a new
They
one.
can now.
they definitely can when kicked by such a large creature.
I would love if you just like look over the trees and just.
It's just tree, badger, tree.
Owl bear. Look.
You just see like a bouncer cancel of like tree, badger, tree, some fucking pony, tree,
Exactly.
owl bear.
Just
Wolves.
ordinary creatures just flies up across the ground as it runs in the direction of Epos's prestidigitation. The problem, of course, is that at some point the prestidigitation gets closer and closer to you. Because it only has so much range.
Yeah, so...
I will assume, do you at any point stop casting it, or do you just keep casting it?
Yeah, I stop at some point.
Okay. It of course continues to follow the direction of what it can only assume is the noise.
Yeah, so...
And in the meanwhile, we others are coming out and like, is it safe out here?
You start
That way.
Yeah, you essentially look out the cave, still invisible. Essentially, Devon is like floating.
This way, guys!
And can we see him?
Epos.
I do
did
not
you sneak back or did you run back?
I... walked?
Okay, it's just that the creature will come back at some point after all.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see Epos just going.
So oh there, come big guy.
As you start running in the direction of Epos, with Devon on your shoulders. And as you start moving away, you hear one last. As you're not entirely sure how far away the creature is, and you're not sure if it has stopped the hunt.
Oh crap! I mean, I suppose we're just aiming for somewhere to hide. That's far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide, get away.
Run away! Okay.
That went well.
You run straight ahead and get to a cliff, like a hill of some kind, which actually has a small, almost dirt-like cave in it. And Eterèmont just sees it and goes, "In there!" and just almost dives in through.
There's like a bear in there, so it's like, shh, we're hiding from something.
He has already jumped in.
There's a fucking giant.
Yeah, we go into.
Okay.
I jump into.
Okay, you jump into the to this. It's not that it's like a hole, but it's like going a little bit downwards into the hill.
Oh, okay.
So as you go in, it does open up to a little bit larger cave-like structure. Of course, dirt cave, but there's nothing in it. It's not occupied.
Okay, good.
Probably
And,
a wolf's den.
Yeah.
Is someone keeping an eye?
At the moment, Eterèmont is hyperventilating. Just
So I'd call that a success. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
uh-huh.
I
Oh, no,
told
they-
you it was a bad idea, but
Do I know
I
what
told you
type
I'm
of
stupid.
that thing is?
Now that's a good question. I would say
It-
no.
It's some kind of fucking giant.
It is, but
It had an eye on those fucking.
I will
chest.
allow you a history check with disadvantage,
Okay.
as you are half giant, but has not really lived amongst Goliath. You may have heard a thing or two from somewhere.
I know of the hierarchy of giants,
You do.
but I have not. I have probably not seen this fucker. 15?
13 as a disadvantage. But yeah, 13.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You have heard tales of giants that are so grotesque to look at that it almost becomes vomiting like. But and you also know they are shunned by other giant kin. You have also heard from old stories that they don't live on the surface. They tend to live below.
Vomit giant.
It's more like it vomit. It's not like it vomits, but it's.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's
just.
Yeah. But that's
It makes-
about. Yeah, that is about all that you actually know about it. That's all you've heard. You don't know what it's called. You don't know much about their abilities or why they are so grotesque.
Okay.
So I guess we put the guy down and examine him. Is he alive? Is he needing help? Healing?
I will use healing hands.
Very well. How much healing is he get? Is it your level?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so he gains 5 hit points, and he wakes up, springs up like. Ow! Oh. And he looks around at all of you. Well, you know what they say. From the frying pan into the fire? Or did I land in the freezer?
I guess we're not invisible anymore.
How about the
you?
cave?
I will say, Urak and Victor, you are still invisible because Eterèmont has not let go of his concentration. He's still keeping the spell, but he does release it at that second, going, "Oh right."
From behind him, as I'm invisible, just like, how about the cave?
Yeah, and then you're visible, like, oh, hello. Oh, there's another one. As he looks at you, Victor. One more.
I'm like, oh, you can see me.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait. Yes, indeed.
Friend or foe? What do you say,
Come
friend?
in, please.
Well, we did get you out of whatever that thing's cave is.
Good point. Good point. I'm sorry. It's been a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
Are you by any chance?
I mean, thanks for the help, but well, my name is Devin Gross. I must ask, and you must pardon my language. What the fuck are you doing out here?
Oh, actually, we were looking hunting for you.
I don't think hunting is the right word, Victor.
Big guy. Okay, he's right.
Then what other
We
word
would-
would you use to describe what you're doing, if I may ask?
Looking for
So it seems I am in your debt then.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Thank you. May I be so bold as to ask for the names of my saviors?
I am Victor.
Urak,
This is-
Clover.
Epos and Icarus. And the elf there.
Eterèmont will just make a slight bow and just go, my name's Eterèmont. And Devin continues, it's a pleasure. Why were you looking for me?
Monsieur Elf, will you take this?
No, I think you're doing quite fine. You go ahead.
Matthias sent us.
As you say that name, his eyes like go wide and he goes, I see. So that asshole finally deigned to send you. This-
Finally.
No, it's more that we are looking for something, and you apparently could help.
Oh, don't worry. Matthias sent me a message several days ago.
Ah.
I not expected you to already be here though. But right glad am I that you are.
Well,
Something tells
have
me
a
I was
reason
supposed
to.
to be that giant's dessert.
yeah. What happened?
Hey, what the fuck is that thing?
I think it's something called a Fomorian.
Does not compute?
Bless you.
It's a giant. I've not hunted those kinds before, but I've heard a little bit about them. They live in the depths, usually, and there's a tale that they got cursed by a fae for being too beautiful.
That one was beautiful, you say?
Oh, it's not like that. They were
Was.
beautiful, and then they got cursed to turn into that because of
Oh.
their vanity. You know, believing
Mhm.
themselves so superior because of their outlook and beauty on the outside. And
Icarus nods sagely.
and the fae cursed them to reflect the inside on the outside or some bullshit like that. I must be honest, I don't know. Excuse me. as he burps and a little puddle of blood just goes.
That's terrible.
I don't know about you, but I could definitely do with a stiff drink. That usually helps after something like this.
A stiff drink, you say?
Oh, trust me, this is not the first time that this has happened.
I'll take that bottle and give him
What bottle?
healing of potion.
Oh, he takes it and goes. I mean, much better than a stiff drink. Clink. Drinks it. Victor, roll me 2d4 plus 2.
2d4. So 9.
Okay, so he heals 9. And he goes, ah. Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm at least not bleeding internally. That's good. Thanks for that.
You're very welcome, my friend. Now, we are looking for things. You know the story.
I don't know anything. Matthias just told me that some friends or acquaintances of his could need a helping hand, and he asked me to help you. And of course, as always, I never got to answer the fucker before he had already decided that I have agreed. So that's great.
That sounds like Matthias.
It is what he does. Trust me, he's a good person. It's not that. It's just he usually only contacts you if he needs something.
Yes.
So
Okay. What
I
were
mean-
those winged creatures? Those females?
oh, harpies.
Ah, I've heard of harpies. I think.
You have.
Hmm.
You have heard the tale of elves that got cursed by a vengeful god because of their extremely perfect singing voice. They were then cursed with the looks that they got, and are now ravenous, cannibalistic creatures that eat men and lure them in with their song.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
That sounds about
Wait,
right.
isn't that mermaids?
No, pretty much.
That's harpies. At least
Okay.
those that live on land. I don't know about mermaids. Never thought of that. Don't really go to the sea very often, to be perfectly honest.
Well, to get here, it was my first time on the sea.
Oh, you took a boat. That explains how you were here so quickly. But what is it that Matthias is so convinced they can help you with?
I look to Eterèmont.
Oh, yeah, I think you're doing fine. Just keep going.
I
What's
don't
your
know
bow
how
we're
it
looking
looks.
for?
Oh, I mean, it would be probably much easier to tell him who we're looking for and not what.
Oh,
True.
who was it again? I look to just the group.
Well, we're looking for a red-skinned person who probably owns a mine
Yeah.
A red-skinned person that owns a mine, you say?
and has a fancy bow. Or
Say I have seen such a person, but we don't often get red-skinned tiefling in. But you know what? I could need a nap, a good drink, and I know there is a tavern not that far away from here if we just walk south. And he pats its side, and I, of course, luckily enough, still have my coin. So, how about I buy?
Very interesting.
nice.
You all look like you've seen a lot of shit. Let's take a drink and have the talk there.
Question.
Yeah.
South is away from the cave, right?
Yes, the cave is north.
Good. Just making certain.
Yeah, the road is south from the mountains.
Very nice.
Just follow along. As he starts to get up, starts to look around. None of you wouldn't happen to have something long that I can lean on, would you?
Sorry.
No.
I don't know why, but I had expected such a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have given you a glaive, but I kind of sold that. So
I
don't think I
got.
can lean on something like that, but thanks anyway. Well, I'll see if I can't find a stick somewhere. Follow me. As he starts to waddle out. Like, he's not moving very fast, he's still pretty hurt.
Hey, I got a quarterstaff. No, I don't. Oh,
Hey, no.
I can find a stick for you.
I mean, I can do that as well. Thanks, though.
Yeah, but I can do it quicker. So
I'm much stronger and faster.
yes, I
I'll
got
race you.
both my legs.
He just says, I'll race you, and start to waddle a little faster. Just
I'll show him.
it's so strong, like I'm more healthy and stronger, and then we just have Urak haven't been touched a single time.
No, he is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, as far as I know, none of you are hurt, but you are
No.
winded.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not even wounded.
No, but you are winded. You have used spell slots.
Oh yeah, winded. Yeah.
Yeah, and your
Well-
lay on hands is empty.
Indeed, my lay on hands is empty.
Yeah.
I still have 3 spells. Or spell slots.
Yeah, you have about as many spell slots left as Eterèmont does, and he's also just
Yeah.
a nap could be pretty good. Yeah. Let's go. Let's just follow him.
Oh fuck! I missed my chance to actually use divine sense. Oh well.
You walk out of the cave, and as you come out, he's actually already standing there with a stick leaning on it, like going. Told you I could find one quicker than you.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Let's go.
You win.
I know. And he starts walking, leaning heavily on the rather thick stick that he's found that can carry his weight. Ish.
Do we still hear the big guy
No,
running around?
no, you don't.
Good. So we don't have to sneak. That's great.
Or do you?
Get the fuck out of here.
As you start walking a little down the cliffs, a little down the hills, you hear a. I think he's still on the prowl. Let's move a little quicker. And he again starts to walk a little faster.
Pick up
Yeah.
pace.
We definitely run now.
Oh, he's not running. He's just walking a little faster.
Well, okay, we're running backwards.
Very well. You are moving south,
Indeed.
back towards the road itself.
It would be so mean, but I really want to just kick this stick out from underneath his arm. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Just like kicking it, just like, I'll race you.
Motherfucker. Anyway, you essentially continue south, and a very short while after you get to the cave, to the road. Sorry. And from the road, he takes a few seconds to just that way, as he walks actually away from Iron Ridge towards it. Don't worry, just follow along. The tavern's not that far away.
So, do you know where we're going?
Absolutely. There's a small it's a small tavern. It's more like a small outpost that has been built by a group of people that live out here on the road.
And they have good ale.
Oh, the best.
Fresh meat, I hope.
Usually, they hunt the land's animals, and
Very nice.
let's follow along. And about an hour later, night has almost fallen completely upon you, and the dark seems to encompass you. As you see before you a palisade, a wooden wall, essentially forming just shy of like 30 feet away from the road to the south, with a small path that connects it to the main road. Outside you see two men with glaives as weapons, wearing hide armor. Just looking at you as you approach, and just knock on the wall as a gate just opens up in the palisade, and Devin just goes, "Good evening." And he starts to walk in.
Yeah, we just follow him.
Very well. As you follow him in, you come into this, like, as he said, small, almost outpost-like structure. There is essentially only like 3 buildings in the place. One definitely looks like almost like a barrack type thing, like a long house with a long, like, almost thin house. The one in the back is larger, and it's not necessarily music coming from it, but there is sound and laughter coming from it.
Very cool.
And there it is. Come along.
Yeah.
I believe I owe you a drink and a bed.
Very nice.
Let's just go. And he just walks in.
What do we see inside?
As you do walk in, most of the people inside look like the guards outside. Hide armor, no weapons though. All of that has been put up against the wall near the bar.
Near the bar.
There are several tables around the place. It does not look like it's a group of people that puts a lot of stock in cleaning. It's not absolutely filthy, but it certainly could use a hand in cleaning it.
I see. So Victor's like, oh, it's dirty here.
Would you rather sleep on the ground?
Actually, would it make a difference?
Oh, trust me, yes, it would. It's not.
Why don't you try?
Ah, that's okay. Still pouncing like.
Very well. he makes his way over towards the bar and just goes, "You guys, just sit down. What is your preference? Ale, beer, mead? Something
And
stronger?"
mead.
Yeah.
Some
I
beer would
think
be fine.
Yeah, they're the same, and some very, very red
Oh.
meat, if possible.
Or perhaps some whiskey.
I'll see what they have. I do think they have gotten some more of that firebrand whiskey that they make
Yeah.
in Sheodraria. Potent stuff!
Yes, indeed.
And as he walks up there, he does say, 2 of those, by the way. And a beer for you, Victor?
Hmm?
And what did you say? Icarus, was it, right?
Yeah, meat.
Well, a meat for the little one. Of course, make it dwarven. What else? And you, big guy.
Mead.
2 of those. One of them bigger than the other one.
Hey. Hey.
Make them the same size. And give the little guy a big one.
Yeah.
No smallism here.
Smallism. Sizes.
I will not have it.
Yeah, he essentially sits down with you as food and drinks are being prepared. They unfortunately do not have red meat, but they do bring out some kind of I won't say burned, but like well prepared meat.
Okay.
And it has this like gamey taste to it. It's like sweet.
I guess I will be eating like a civilized person
Very well.
for once.
Very well. You all get food. Eterèmont actually asks for wine, and he gets it.
Of course, yeah.
What do you expect from an elf? They love their elven wines.
Yes,
Has a little bit of magical ting to it. It's lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah, you essentially sit down, have a drink, have some food, and as Devon finishes his meat, he goes, "I think I know who it is you're looking for."
Yeah.
Okay.
A civilized person sits with the meat in hand.
Okay.
But yeah, he essentially goes, "I do. I don't know the name though, and I will admit I don't know which mine they are in, but I will find out for you. But I know exactly who you are dealing with. You see, a little bit ago, a group of people came to the office. Yeah, just a refill. And they wanted to speak with the boss. They wanted to speak to the boss, Jaren. Jaren, I think I called him. And they went into their own special office. The people that went there were rather strange. The leader of the group, he was about yay tall. He essentially shows about a height that is close to you, Victor. Dressed completely in black leathers, cloak and hood over his face, always over his head, cloth in front of his mouth. The only thing you could really see was his eyes, which was a strange purple. It's not something you see often, is it? He was decked in weapons, daggers mostly. One of his companions was a It's a rather large half-orc woman wearing very nearly no clothes at all. Like it's
Interesting.
well, it's probably better to say almost nearly no clothes on the upper body, I should say. As little as possible. A shoulder plate of some kind, and a scaled tasset, I think they're called. Essentially like a dress with plate on it. Plate boots. She had this weird, almost volcanic rock sword. Interesting design, if you ask me. And the other one, a red-skinned tiefling. A bow on the back. Nothing fancy, but just an ordinary bow. This is like 6 months ago, I think. Give or take.
6 months.
6 months. That's a lot for us.
What was the race again of that woman?
He didn't say, but I didn't say,
Okay.
but he would have said. She was green-skinned half-orc. He also does say she was rather intimidating. Just putting it out there. Very tense. You can almost feel it from a distance. It's odd. Anyway, they went into a room with the boss and came out with a sheet of paper that they gave to the tiefling. I believe it was the deed to the mine. And unfortunately for them, I would almost say, I have learned to read lips from afar, and I did see that the tiefling answered the human with, "I will look after the mine in your stead, boss." So I can only assume that she is potentially still there. If not, then perhaps a clue as to where she would be now. But unfortunately, I don't know which mine it is. Luckily for us, we would have a copy of that. And I did hear the name of the human, though I'm not sure if it was his real name or if it used a pseudonym. But I will know that he will have signed with some name. Specifically, potentially that. I will find out. Might take me some time, but I'll find it, don't worry. It's the least I can do for, well, you saving my life. As this could cost me my job if I'm discovered doing this, to be perfectly honest. We are not really allowed to give this kind of information to just about anyone.
We are not just anyone.
Didn't be dead.
Come again?
Better than being dead.
That's true. That is true. That's also why I agree that I should definitely assist you. And if nothing else, I mean, a good drink, good food, and a warm bed for free is definitely also a good price, would you say?
Yes, indeed.
And also the eternal gratitude of a person of... Well, let's be honest, I'm not that important, but someone of my station could definitely do a thing or two for you. I also have contacts from my old life.
You should never underestimate your own value, my friend.
Oh, I don't. But yeah. That is unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, all I know. But I'll see if I can find a little bit more information for you.
Very nice.
Well, there's nothing else. Just put it on my tab. I am absolutely destroyed. I need to sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. I also need a new crossbow. And he starts moving away towards the stairs up to the upper rooms. He will also have given each of you a key
Oh, cool.
before he walked away.
So we have each our own room.
You do. You have your own rooms for the night.
So there's not gonna be any of that sleeping on the upside down on the roof thing.
Who's to say?
We'll see.
We
So-
won't know.
You won't know until it happens.
I think Victor is like tired. He will also go up and.
Eterèmont has also already walked away. He has drunk his one glass of wine and walked to bed.
Yes.
Those of you who want refills are perfectly allowed to do so. Like you said, put on my tab.
Okay, so Epos will fill his water bottle with fire whiskey. Just keep on ordering. Fill it up.
It would almost be easier to just ask for a bottle and then fill it into your water bottle with a water skin.
I would like to get 2 bottles to drink right now. You know.
So
Then I
you're
just
going to
put
drink two bottles of Firebrand whiskey.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that to the bartender, but
Sorry,
But
not
I'll
Firebrand. Dragonfire whiskey. That's what it's called.
yeah, that's fine. And I put it straight into my backpack.
Okay, so you put both bottles into your backpack without drinking it.
Yes.
Cool. You may add those 2 bottles to your inventory.
Okay. 2 bottles of
Balls.
Yes, I will say they weigh potentially like a pound each.
so 2 pounds. Yes. What did you call it? Dragonfire brand.
Yeah, Dragonfire whiskey, not brand. Dragonfire whiskey.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah.
You also
Then I
did,
go to bed.
Yeah, you also did get a glass from it, and I will ask, did you, or did you?
I
sip on
enjoyed it.
Okay, you enjoyed it, so you sipped on it. Cool.
Yeah.
I will not make you roll anything then. And I assume the rest of you do the same, like just enjoy your meats and beer.
Yes.
And the beer is passable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as great as he made it sound, but you also get the feeling at what did you expect? You're on the road.
Yes, indeed. They're not exactly brewers up here.
Exactly. The mead is strangely sweet, and yet still have almost like a smoky taste to it.
It's like Smokey the Bear.
Oh no.
No, it's more like it tastes a little bit like smoked meat.
Well, isn't it also exactly that?
That's not Smokey the Bear, but I get it. But yeah. And I assume you all go to bed.
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. You go to sleep, and you sleep. And I think this is a good place for us to end the session for tonight.
Okay.
I will say though, you have not gotten your long rest yet.
Things are gonna happen.
Potentially, we'll see. But I believe this is a good place for the session to end. Well
Alright.
done.
We did well.
We avoided
Yeah.
combat
You avoided
twice.
a Fomorian fight. Well done.
And spoke with a dragon up close and lived to talk about it.
True.
Yeah, and wolves.
You also
We
avoided
heard
the fight
Victor
with the wolves.
bark.
That is great.
This is definitely one of the most amazing days for Victor.
Very likely, he has spoken to wolves, he has spoken with a dragon, and he has run like hell away from a giant.
Yes.
It
was
is
action.
a interesting day, if nothing else,
Yeah,
and it
I
might
guess.
not be over yet. But like I said, this is where we will end for tonight. So thank you for watching. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Take care of yourself out there.
Hola, babinos.
Hello.